All right, in studio with me, I have Jason Hall. He is president of Team Home Loans, and we are talking about how interest rates can impact your buying power. Jason, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Jen. Appreciate it.
Now, you are a local guy. You are president of Team Home Loans, local lender, part of Synergy One Lending. Tell me a little bit about your company.
Yeah, so we're located right here in San Diego. I've got our own branch, Team Home Loans, and you can find us at teamhomeloans.com, but really proud to be part of Synergy One Lending. Craig Sewing many years ago introduced me to the team here at Synergy One Lending. And one of the great things is we're all right here, meaning the underwriters, the doc drawers, the partners, the funders, everybody on the Synergy team right here in San Diego. And for me, a San Diego native who wants to help my community, keep my community strong, I want to work with lenders who are right here helping San Diego stay strong.
Right.
Because as jobs go, so are house prices. House prices are strong right now because we have jobs. Now, if jobs start to leave San Diego because people go online, they start buying everything on Amazon.com, you know, eventually it could actually drive prices down here in San Diego. So I like to stay local, do business local. Definitely when you're working real estate and lending, stay local.
That's so interesting. I mean, you know, you really need to think about the long-term effects here. And that can even affect your housing price down in the future.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you want to save a nickel. We all want to save money.
Right.
But you actually might save a nickel on your mortgage and cost maybe 10 to 100,000 on your house and your neighbors.
Right.
Why would you do it if you knew that was going to happen?
Right. I just don't think people think about that. Well, that's why we're talking about this today.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about interest rates. I think that some people might be waiting, thinking that maybe housing prices might go down a little bit. Are they shooting themselves in the foot there?
Typically, they're shooting themselves in the foot if rates continue to increase. So as an example, if you're looking at a $400,000 house, if rates go up just a quarter, your buying power just dropped 10 grand. So even if the value dropped to 390, if rates only go up a quarter, your payment's still the same. So it's better to probably buy now while rates are still low, because if rates go up 1%, which a lot of people are predicting in the next year that could happen, you just lost 10% buying power, or in the $400,000 example, you just lost $40,000. So the same payment only gets you $360.
That's crazy.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, and that's only if the rates go to say 4.5 or 4 3/4, which is still low. Historically, that's a super low rate.
Right. So do you think that rates will be going up? You say that they're predicting that?
Yeah, they're predicting that. One of the reasons why is the Fed has been raising short-term rates. That doesn't always impact directly mortgage rates, but what the Fed has done, first time ever, years ago during the quantitative easing, they actually started buying mortgage-backed securities. So the government's issuing debt and buying their own debt. And the reason they did that is they wanted to drive the rates low because they figured if we can get interest rates low, it would stimulate the economy, because as the housing market goes, so does the overall economy. And it actually worked. It got the economy back going. We got house prices back up. Now they've come out and said, hey, we're going to start not buying as much as we had been buying. And so they're going to be, the biggest buyer is starting to tell us ahead of time, we are getting out of buying the mortgage-backed securities. So most experts believe rates are going to start to slide up.
So you really are saying to everybody that's coming to you, don't wait, act now.
Yeah, I think if you're looking to buy a house right now, act now. If you're looking to refi, you know, this is probably one of the best times. Right now, you have a shortage of inventory, as we know, here in San Diego. Rates are still good. I think you're going to look back in a year or two and go, I should have listened, right? I should have bought that house when I could, because now that $400,000 house may be $500,000. Now the rates went from, say, 4% to 5.5%.
So now my long-term payment on this house is a lot more.
A lot more. And you're going to be in a worse position if you wait.
Right. Well, I might call you Mr. San Diego, because you are a San Diego native.
San Diego native.
It's kind of rare.
It is kind of rare. Born and raised here. Me and my wife both. We met in high school, Amanda. We have 2 adult children, both born and raised here in San Diego. And we love to call San Diego home. You know, I've been a big San Diego Charger fan. I will always be a San Diego Charger fan, but I can't be an LA Charger fan, right? I know we've talked about that in the past, but as a San Diegan, I want to do business with local people, local professionals. That's why I love working with you, Jen. I love working with Craig Sewing, Synergy One Lending. I like working with the agents right here in local.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me what makes Synergy One Lending so special, besides the fact that they're local. Is it the team of people that you work with? Absolutely.
So the team makes everything, right? There's connections with people. We just had a picnic recently where everybody got a chance to get together during the work hours and just have fun. They tossed bean bags, they played some volleyball. It's just a fun atmosphere. Every time I go to Synergy One, They know who I am. They treat me, you know, like a rock star. And I'm just one of the branch managers that produces loans, but it's a great team, and it just ran very well.
I have to say, I've met quite a few people from there, and everyone is so warm and so welcoming. And when you're buying a home, and that's a really emotional, huge moment in your life, and you want to work with the best and people that have your best interest in heart.
Yeah, you want to work with a professional,
yeah,
right? And so many people get hired, especially these internet lenders. They're hiring anybody that'll take a job, and they're quoting your rates, they're quoting you examples. You're trusting your purchase with somebody who's maybe only been in the business 6 weeks, 6 months, maybe even a year,
Yikes,
versus somebody who's been doing this over 20 years.
Yeah, no, you want to go with the professionals. Jason, thank you so much for being with us.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Jen.
And we'll be back with more of The American Dream.